What is going on, sports card fiends? Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day, and today we're here with a video on if the market is crashing. Everyone's freaking out. I look on YouTube, all my soccer buddies out here just losing their mind because some things are going down a little, and yeah, in the sports card world, that's not allowed to happen. Everything just goes straight up, right to the moon, and if it's not going there, then fucking sell everything, get it all out of here. I don't want it. There's no point for it, honestly. But that's kind of the vibes I'm getting right now. I don't think it's that serious. I really don't. I'm going to go check out Card Ladder. Link down below if you want to check it out and use the site. It's kind of a promo link. If I get enough people there, then I get it for free. So nothing better than looking at some grass to help prove some points. So we're going to start. We're going to go through all the Hype Beast cards because that's the only thing people talk about. And it's also the only thing Card Ladder puts on here because they don't actually care about soccer. They just want the freaking normies to come use it for their Prism base. So to start, I guess we'll go to Mbappe 2016 sticker. If we look down here at the graph for this year, basically you can see that it went up quite a bit, sitting there at 1,000 for the longest time, and then boomed up to 4K. Mbappe still in the Champions League, so these haven't gone back down, which is the key indicator that as long as someone's still doing good at a high level and is young and a good prospect, they've basically held their value. Whenever he gets knocked out against, well, if he gets knocked out against Man City, then, you know, we might see a little bit of a dip. But, I mean, overall, you know, something that went up 4x in the last year and is staying pretty steady right now, good sign overall. Taking a look at his Topps Chrome now, we'll go to 2017 and give a peek here. And again, a lot of the same thing, although you will see a bigger boost here during that August hype. But overall, same sort of trajectory, stayed pretty low and then basically boomed and is showing signs of maybe coming back a little bit, but the Topps Chrome still holding on pretty strong. Nothing crazy to see here. Now this is where it starts to get into the, oh my god, the market's crashing territory, even though it's really not. If we go to Holland, Topps Chrome base PSA 10, and I mean, this is bad, but again, if you look at it on like a longer scale, it's not bad at all. Basically, these things were sitting at 700 bucks. They boomed to 3.5 grand, and now they're down to 2.5 and might go a little lower. He won't be in the Euros, he's out of the Champions League. Sure, he'll get a move, but I mean, who doesn't think he's getting a move at some point? I mean, it's kind of built in. So yeah, I mean, when someone gets knocked out of the Champions League, has no Euro hype, and everyone knows he's probably going to move, I don't think there's anything that's going to be jarring that changes people's opinion on Haaland right now. Now, you know, when he was going on that tear, that changed a lot of people's opinion, but now I don't think there's anything that can really get him going. So, and here we can see as well that Haaland cards were pretty low, absolutely boomed. I mean, these things went up 3 or 4x, and the Topps Finest, which in my opinion are the best cards because Salzburg kit, I mean, I personally care about that a lot. I know some people don't, and they just say screw off, and that's fine. But I think that people that have the cards that they feel are the truest of true rookies are going to be less likely to sell than the people that are just looking for anything 2019. They don't care, they just want the, you know, they just want the slab so that they can then sell it if he goes up, and they want something that looks nice to them. But I think the people that hunt the truest of true rookies and what really seems like it's going to be collectible, in my opinion, is the Finest. And we've seen less of a drawback here, although again, still going to fall a good bit whenever something goes up like this. And I think that's the main point. Whenever something goes from 500 bucks to 2.2 thousand in the matter of a couple months, you know, it's not going to stay up there, at least unless there is a reason that it should continue. Like Mbappe's, he's still in Champions League, he's gonna have the Euros, so there's still, you know, room to grow there. With Haaland's, not that much. Another example of why people think the market may be going down is Lionel Messi, 2004 rookies. So we'll take a look, I guess, at some of the alternative rookies, since that's what's taken a little bit of a hit. This isn't going to be the best example. I'll need a PSA 9 or something higher pop, but yeah, we'll go with the PSA 9 one. It's about the same graph, but looking at it here, you can see that, I mean, these things were sitting at 1 to 3,000 for a good while here throughout the last year, and then went up to 11K. Realistically, they were probably between 7 to 10, and they ended up coming back down to about the lower end of that range, and they might even drop a little bit more. But when something peaks like that in 5x's in the matter of a month, if it falls back 20%, 30%, that's not a crash. There's no reason to get people all up in arms. And if this could be a crash, what does it mean for it? It doesn't mean anything. Honestly, this just means that the hobby's doing well. And if it weren't, I want it to retrace. Nothing's going to go up like that nonstop. You need to see the market offload some cards, move into other things, and it's just going to be natural. So I'm not worried about it. Some examples of the market just staying still and not doing anything, which some cards will do a little bit, some cards won't. Christian Pulisic Select. Here we can see that whenever the August boom happened, he also was performing really well at the time, so he boomed a good bit. And these things are so low pop. What I will say to anyone, and I'll have a video on it actually in like 2 or 3 videos from now, is don't rely on pop to tell you anything in soccer. On some of the highest of high end, like sure, but on this type of stuff, you can learn nothing from it. You can learn how many people thought it was good to submit 2 years ago, but you're not going to learn how many of them are going to be on the market in a year's time. So keep that in mind. There's more than 150 of these guaranteed. And these basically stayed the same price throughout the last 6, 8, 9 months, and nothing really happened. And that's also considering that pop is coming out of PSA, so there are more of these being put onto the market, and they're keeping up the price that they were at, which is a nice, healthy thing to see. I don't see anything wrong with that. I think it's a good thing. Again, here we'll go with another one. I'm going to go with Gio Reyna because American bias, it is what it is. But since he's been added to Card Ladder in October, Topps Chrome has basically done nothing. Now, I think the Topps Chrome has been overvalued, so I'm not necessarily surprised that it hasn't done anything. But again, if the market was tanking, these cards would see some sort of decrease, but there's just nothing. And then for something that's a little bit more high pop and not USMNT related, we'll go with the Neymar base Prism from 2014. So the graph here, little jarring. There was a Prism boom. If you don't know about it, I have some videos on my channel from a while ago. You can check them out. It was a crazy time. People were paying dumb amounts for Prism, so these were maybe $100. But, in October, they were 50, 30, 40. Now they're 20, 30, 40. It's about the same price. Nothing really happened. Everyone knows now that they're actually worth something, so if they wanted to sell them, they'd have the opportunity. And again, they're still keeping up a pretty good price. So at this point, I've seen a market that has taken a big jump up in price. The things that took the biggest of big jumps came back down a little bit, and the rest is just continued to go into good hands that I think people are collecting. So I don't see anything scary. I'm honestly not worried at all. So that's just how I feel. You got the Euros here in a couple months. That'll be a lot of fun. You got soccer next year, the whole year, whatever league you're into, Champions League, all that, and then the World Cup in 2022. And that's, for all the people that are in soccer, think about it. Whenever, I was buying in last year, whenever you got in, it's always fun to think about the Euros, the World Cup, all the hype that'll be here. Personally, 2026, when the World Cup comes to the U.S., that'll be a ton of fun. So if I'm thinking about all these things, there's no way that I'm going to be like, well, I guess we've hit the peak of the soccer market right before the Euros. This is as high as we're ever going to get. I just don't see it. I think we're personally fine, and I wouldn't worry. So that's my opinion. Let me know yours. Would love to hear it. If you enjoyed, though, make sure to leave a like. Anything you want to tell me, let me know, like I said below, in a comment. And on top of that, if you want some more videos like this as soon as I go live, make sure to subscribe. And with that said, hopefully you guys have a wonderful day, and peace.